guys, it's Melina. How's everybody? Well, you know what guys, today we are going to bake a banana loaf, or we can also call this banana cake. Very easy and simple. Even kids can do it, and it's perfect for this time since we are at home, locked down, feeling bored. So why can't we just go to the kitchen and bake some treat, right? So I'm going to show you the ingredients and the process of how to bake it. And trust me guys, this is very, very easy. I know you can really do it. So just go in with me as we go to baking. Alright, so let's get started with our banana loaf recipe. So what I'm going to show you now is our full ingredients. Trust me guys, this is very easy, and all of the ingredients you can just find this in the grocery shops. So first thing we have our butter. So this is 140 grams, and I use the olive butter, which is, I believe this is more healthier compared to the regular one. So I use 140 grams for this. And I have 140 grams as well of sugar. You can also use castor sugar, or if you don't have any, you can also use this one, granulated sugar or brown sugar, whatever is available. Alright, so this is 140 grams. And next, we have our flour. So you can either use self-raising flour or just a regular flour. So this is 140 grams as well. Alright, and we need to have 2 large eggs. So if you think your eggs, they were too small, so you can use 3 of them. But if you got large one, just use 2. Right? And then we have, of course, the star of the recipe, our banana. Right? So we only need 2 super ripe bananas. And as you can see guys, actually we bought this one like 2 weeks ago, so I just keep it and wait until the state of banana turns like this. You can see it's black here and it's nearly black here, because I do believe guys that the more ripe the bananas, the more sweet it is, and the smell as well is so heaven. So I know this will be very, very good to our banana loaf. By the way guys, here they call this banana loaf, but in our country we call this banana cake. Alright, and then we need to have 1 teaspoon of baking powder. So that's our baking powder. And if you want, you can also use 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. Alright, but this is optional guys. If you don't want to use cinnamon because of the smell, those people who don't like the smell of cinnamon, you can just omit the cinnamon. But for me, I like the smell of cinnamon so much, so I will add this one. This is just optional. Alright, so what we need to have, of course, our mixing bowl. So my partner bought this one online, and it comes with different sizes. So if you have anything that you can use similar like this, could be plastic, that would do. Right? So this is where we will place all of our ingredients and mix everything. Okay? And of course, I have my whisker. Actually I ordered the regular hand mixer thing, but since we already have this, and we also use this one in making our soap, so this one works. right? And then of course, I have here my baking tin. So lovely. So I think we're ready now to make this banana loaf. What do you think? Alright guys. And stay tuned. We're gonna start doing this. Alright guys, so I already peeled our 2 ripe bananas and it's already here. So what we're going to do now is to mash it until it will go liquidy. And oh boy, can you smell the banana is so sweet. Just have to do like this until it will go liquidy, and that's perfect. Don't worry if your banana goes like very dark in the skin, because the inside's still nice and still okay. And take note guys, bananas, they are good for those people who are lacking in potassium in their body. So you can just eat 1 banana a day. Alright? Alright, we just do like that. And then we will reach the consistency that we want to. Very easy. Actually guys, this is the easiest cake that you can ever make at home. And I think even kids would know this. This is very easy. Just very easy. Look at that guys, it's just liquidy now. I can smell it, so sweet. You know, this is the favorite of my kids, banana cake. Whenever I ask them if what type of cake that they like, you always say banana cake or butter cake. They love it. Oh, look at that. See? Nice. And don't use too much bananas in your cake, because that will spoil the cake as well. Well, too much for everything is not okay. So just use the right size and the right amount. Very sweet. Smells so sweet. And then don't forget guys, while you're doing this, you already preheat your oven to 180 to 200 degrees Celsius. So when you're done with this, you already have your oven ready, right? And a simple tip, because this happens to me most of the time, and my partner are asking me, what happened to your cake? Because it's always sinking. The reason why is because our oven is kind of like old, and this will be replaced very soon. And the bulb inside is not working, so I tend to keep opening the door of the oven, and that way, that would really make your cake sink. So you need to open your oven if it's like halfway through. So if you think like, you can set a timer if you like. So if you think like it's nearly done, based on your timer set, then that's the time that you can open your oven. But make sure when you return the lid back, put it very slowly, so you will not disturb the cake inside, because a very small movement, that would make difference. And also, we should not be over stirring our butter as well. That would make as well the cake sink. Alright, so that's a very simple tip. So here we are. We already have the consistency of our banana. I can smell it, very sweet. Okay, so now we are going to start mixing our butter, our sugar, and our eggs. So pour on your softened butter into your mixing bowl. And just make sure, guys, that you'll remove everything so it not will be wasted as well. So I'm gonna remove that later. So I already put all of the remaining softened butter inside the mixing bowl. So this time I'm going to add our sugar before I will mix it. Well, actually, guys, you can just add this gradually, but for me, so I can give it one go, I will just add this one time. Add your sugar one time, or depending on whatever is your preference. And then later on, we are going to add our eggs if everything is okay. And just one moment. Alright, so we're going to mix our softened butter and our sugar. This will take like maybe less than 1 minute. Oh my god, just one moment. Okay, like that. That's it. Then we will add our 2 eggs. So what we have in here is our 140 grams softened butter, 140 grams of sugar, and then now I just added 2 eggs. So we're going to whisk it. Job done. And we can't include the lumps as well on the butter that we're going to make. So just put all your flour here and just shake it. And that's very easy, guys. Just do like that, because I don't have much bigger than this one. Actually, I have this one, but it's fine. Just like that. Alright, so it comes out clean. That's it. And we need to add our baking powder into our sifted flour together with our cinnamon, and of course we need to add a pinch of salt. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we just have to mix it. To incorporate all the ingredients, the cinnamon, the baking powder, together with our flour and a pinch of salt. That's very easy, guys. Hi, good morning. Alright, so it's all done. So what we're going to do now is to just put all the remaining ingredients here in our mixing bowl. So what we're going to do first is to put our mashed bananas. What's that? Okay, put it inside. This is our mashed bananas. And just give it a little stir. Alright. And now we're going to put our flour. Just fold it gently, guys. Remember what I said earlier. If you are going to overmix it, your cake will sink. Instead of using this, you can also use your rubber spatula if you have at home. You can use spoon or whatever is your preference. That'll be fine. Just make sure that you will incorporate everything before we are going to put it in our baking tin. Alright? Oh, somebody's awake already. I'm supposed to be making tea for him, but he saw me. I'm very busy doing this, so just smiled and make his own tea. Actually, I don't have coffee yet as well. I'm going to have one. The reason why we can't or we don't need to overmix it is because the more we'll have air in our butter, and that will cause the cake as well to sink. So I think this is okay now. So we are done mixing our ingredients, so I'm gonna set this aside and then we're going to prepare our baking tin. So for the cake or for the loaf that will avoid not to stick in the tin, you need to just tip a little bit of oil, or if you have a spray you can just spray it over, or if you have butter you can just brush it up with butter or anything, oil, cooking oil, anything. Right? So what I'm going to do is I would just brush this off to the tin. Make sure that I will cover all of the sides. So just like that. Alright. So I think we're ready. And then just pour our mixture to the tin. Okay, so like very sweet. Alright, this. So we just have to shake it off so you can distribute the batter evenly into the tin. And also, if there's some air bubbles inside, you can also have it out. That's it. Right, we're ready. So, alright, so we'll place this, guys, into our oven. So, this should be preheated to 180 degrees. So, alright, so just put this in like what I said, guys, don't open it. Just open it if it's halfway through. Alright everyone, so we're back. So this is it. Our banana cake or banana loaf is done. It's perfect and it smells so yummy. So what we're going to do now is we have to cool it down and it's ready to serve. Alright, so take a look at that, guys. So fluffy.